Hi, this is Anna and welcome to Crafty as Online. I am here to share with you the projects I made for the May-June Blitz Your Kitz 2023 collaboration. This is a collaboration I host on YouTube and it includes many wonderful creators. They all participate in making scrapbook projects, card projects, mixed media projects. The goal of Blitz Your Kitz is to pull out old kits and collections from your stash and use them up. And you can follow along at hashtag BYK2023. For each 2-month period, on the first odd month, so in this case, since this is the May-June collaboration, this would happen in May, on the 15th, we share the kit or the collection that we are going to use. And then the 15th of the even month, June this time, we show you what we made. And so today is June 15th, 2023, and I am showing you what I made. So Blitz Your Kitz has themes. And generally the themes are based around the season or the month or something like that. This time the themes were summer or 4th of July. And I went in a different direction with summer. Rather than the theme of the kit I used being summer, I pulled out a kit that I got in around the summertime. So this is a May 2022 Pink and Main card kit. And so I think the other collaborators, the other crafters who participate used more summer themed items, which after I completed my projects, I realized I probably should have done. And the only reason for that is because these cards are not as cheerful or summery as I would have liked. The card kit is beautiful. The stamp set is silhouettes. It has some very pleasant sentiments, but it's more geared towards sympathy cards and thinking of you. The die set that came with it was a frame die set and then a sentiment die set thinking of you. And you can see that that video. I will post a link in the description so you can watch the reveal video. But let me go through what I made. So this was actually the very last card I made. This is I don't know what this is. It's dark. And by dark, I mean the colors are dark. It's dark. And so what I did is I die cut out, this is the Night Sky paper from Pink and Main. I pulled that out. I die cut this background, or using the MFT Blueprints 27 die set, which I believe has been discontinued. And then I die cut a piece of pattern paper and stamped 2 of the silhouettes on the pattern paper using VersaFine Claire Nocturne ink, and then the sentiment, "This too shall pass." You can't really see it because it is dark. On the background, you'll see what looks like stenciled images. That is because they are stenciled images. I pulled out the stencil that came in the kit, and it's a Dahlia stencil. And I used Catherine Puller's Grape Crush ink. And I also used the new-ish Picket Fence Studios paper pouncers. These are great. My ink pad was very juicy, but even if it weren't, I think this would do a great job of picking up the color. Just to tell you a little bit more about the paper pouncers, they come in a rainbow set and then they come in a neutral set, and I have both. And this was my first time using it and I love it. So card number 1, I did not finish the inside of a lot of these cards. This one, I used the Dahlia embossing, or not embossing, but stencil again. This time I used the Simon Hurley Lunar Paste in Psych because it has a gold color. The Lunar Paste has kind of a gold color. And then I die cut out the shadow of the sentiment die in vellum, and then the sentiment itself out of black cardstock. Put it on a gray card base and finish the inside with Sending Love. This one was an experiment. I just recently purchased the Bahama Blue Memento ink in Bahama Blue, and so I thought it would look really cool with this orange, and it does. It's a really pretty and bright color combo. The issue that I have is that the Bahama Blue was patchy and it didn't really smooth out, and I stamped this several times. And that was kind of a disappointment. This is the outer part of the frame die that I had cut out of gray cardstock. I stamped the inside Sending Love with this silhouette of a butterfly. You can see it's kind of patchy, and I just I don't care for the ink that much, but whatever. This is the positive of a die that I have that has a word bubble that cuts out hello. I cut it out of gray and purple pattern paper, and then put the gray behind it as a kind of drop shadow, and then I used confetti from the kit. This is the Barbershop pattern paper as the card base. I stamped the inside. I put in a piece of white cardstock, Sending Love, with another one of the butterfly silhouettes. This is the sentiment die without the shadow, Thinking of You. I cut that out of the Dress Shop cardstock that came in the kit. I used a Sizzix pierced edge rectangle die and cut out the pattern paper. Stamped a couple of the silhouette stamps with VersaFine Clear Nocturne ink. And I don't know if you can see, but this color cardstock is Traffic Cone, Traffic Cone, and I embossed it with the embossing folder that came in the kit, and then I tried to cut it, and that taught me a lesson. But either way, this is the kit. I like this card. It's pretty. It has all these colors in it. It's fun. And then I used enamel dots from the kit. I really like this card also, just because it's clean and simple. There's not a lot on it. It's, people say you don't need a sentiment on the outside. I think Desiree, I can't remember her last name, has said you don't need a sentiment on the outside, and I agree. I put the sentiment on the inside. It says wishing you well with this adorable silhouette stamp of the butterfly. Silhouette stamps from the stamp set, pattern paper, and then enamel dots. This is a stitched rectangle that I cut out ages ago and had just sitting around. I decided to use it on this card, and in fact that is where I die cut out the sentiment Thinking of You, and then I just covered it up with this panel. So I thought it made a really nice card, a really kind of sophisticated card. This one is really pretty. I cut the back out of, again, the MFT Blueprints die, stamped on purple pattern paper with VersaFine Clear Morning Mist ink. So it's a gray ink. This is a sentiment from the stamp set. It actually says you are in my thoughts and prayers, but I trimmed off the and prayers and said you are in my thoughts, and then it's blank on the inside. This one was an experiment. I had scraps laying around in different colors. There's this green, this orange, peachy color, light blue, purple, this brown, and I thought I'm gonna tear the edges and stack it on top of each other and glue the pieces down to a piece of white, like lightweight white cardstock. And then I trimmed it out and put it on this craft card base. And I don't know, this is a sentiment stamp or a sentiment die from Simon Says Stamp. There's also a shadow, but I didn't use the shadow. When it cuts out the G, it cuts out the little heart, and then there's a little negative of the heart. And I put the negative on the inside, and then I used confetti from the kit. And I don't know how I feel about this card. It's growing on me, but it feels a little unfinished. This is my crooked card. Everything about this card is crooked. The card base is crooked. The frame is crooked. The stamp is crooked. It's all crooked. But I kind of wanted to do something very straightforward. So background silhouettes in Morning Mist, foreground silhouette in Nocturne, some of the confetti, then the frame from the frame die out of the doll or the dress shop pink cardstock. And that piece that was on this came from this. So the card base is white. Let's see if I can open this. It's white, but the outline or the outside of the frame, and then I used the gray inside and then the pink further inside, and then I used pattern paper for the middle. I stamped the 3 of the butterfly silhouettes in Lawn Fawn Carrot ink because I thought it went with the colors of the paper and the cardstock pretty well. Then the sentiment out of Dress Shop, and then the shadow out of Traffic Cone. And yeah, I think this was really cute. And then I finished it off with some of the enamel dots from the kit. Here we have the positives or the negatives of those 2 Hello die cuts that I told you about. This was one of the last cards I made, and it was just kind of, I was throwing everything at it. I wanted to cut the frame die out of pattern paper, and I did, and it's really pretty. This cardstock came in the kit, but I don't remember what color it is. And then I did the purple, instead of doing the purple on top, I did it behind as the drop shadow. 2 of the butterfly silhouette stamps, some enamel dots, and then I wanted to kind of finish the edges. So these are 2 of the Love from Lizzie peel-offs in the black pinstripe. So this is the medium width. And that does it. These are my kit cards for the May-June Blitz Your Kitz 2023 collaboration. If you'd like to follow along with the other collaborators, you can click the hashtag in the title of this video or search for hashtag BYK 2023. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.